हेलो एवरीवन। आई होप आप लोग बहुत अच्छे होंगे और वर्ल्ड कप का मज़ा ले रहे होंगे। आ, अब तक सारी टीम्स ने 5 मैच खेल लिए हैं। सो हम कह सकते हैं कि हाफ ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट इज़ ओवर। और आज हम ये डिस्कस करेंगे कि हर एक टीम के क्या चांसेस हैं सेमीफाइनल में। आप एट द मिडल ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट किस टीम के कितने चांसेस हैं सेमीफाइनल के लिए, व्हाट दे हैव टू डू, हर एक टीम को क्या करना पड़ेगा ताकि वो सेमीफाइनल में क्वालिफाई कर सके। बट सबसे पहले मैं अपने वीडियो में इंडिया, सिर्फ इंडिया ही नहीं, वर्ल्ड का बेस्ट लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर बिशन सिंह बेदी, जो कुछ दिन पहले जिनका निधन हो गया, मैं उनको श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहता हूँ। वो ना सिर्फ एक बहुत ही अमेजिंग क्रिकेटर, वर्ल्ड क्लास क्रिकेटर थे, बट बहुत ही अच्छे एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, कोच भी थे। और सारे सिर्फ उनके कलीग्स ही नहीं, ऐसे क्रिकेटर्स जो उनके अंडर में जिन्होंने डेब्यू किया जब वो कोच थे या जिनको उन्होंने ट्रेन किया, सब उनकी बहुत तारीफ करते हैं। सो भगवान उनकी आत्मा को शांति दे। आप सबसे निवेदन है, ये हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए। इस वीडियो में आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे हर एक टीम्स के क्या परफॉर्मेंस, क्या चांसेस हैं सेमीफाइनल में। सो आप अपने कमेंट्स भी दे सकते हैं, आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कि आप क्या सोचते हैं जो मैं पॉइंट रखता हूँ, वेदर इट मेक सेंस और नॉट, या आपका एक डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है। सो आप डेफिनेटली अपने फीडबैक दे सकते हैं, आप में पुरानी वीडियोज़ भी देख सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ग्रेट। सो जैसे मैंने बताया कि हर एक टीम अपने 5 मैच खेल चुकी है। और बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं, बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट्स भी कह रहे हैं, बहुत सारे पब्लिक भी कह रहे हैं कि काफ़ी बोरिंग वर्ल्ड कप है, बिकॉज यू नो इंटरेस्टिंग मैचेस नहीं हो रहे, बहुत क्लोज मैचेस नहीं हो रहे। तो टू सम एक्सटेंट येस, अब तक कोई भी मैच क्लोज मैच नहीं हुआ। क्लोज मैच ऐसे मैच को कह सकते हैं जिसमें अगली टीम, आई मीन, जीत और हार के बीच में सिर्फ 20-30 रन का डिफरेंस हो, और फॉर दैट मैटर दे वॉन बाय 2 और 3 विकेट्स। सो ऐसा भी कोई मैच हुआ नहीं। बट अगर हम इंटरेस्टिंग मैच की बात करें तो सारे मैचेस इंटरेस्टिंग हैं। सबसे बड़ी बात है दैट जस्ट इन 14th और 15th मैच ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट, हर एक टीम जिसने जो पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है इस वर्ल्ड कप में, सब ने अपना एक एक मैच जीत लिया था। आई डोंट थिंक ऐसा कब हुआ है पहले, किस टूर्नामेंट में ऐसा हुआ है कि स्पेशली आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट वर्ल्ड कप में, जिसमें 14th या 15th मैच में ही हर एक पार्टिसिपेटिंग टीम ने अपना एक एक मैच जीत लिया है, स्पेशली जब 10 टीम्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हैं। सो इट्स नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग। सबसे लेट श्रीलंका ने अपना खाता खोला, दे टुक 4 मैचेस टू विन देयर फर्स्ट मैच। और बहुत सारी ऐसी टीम्स हैं जैसे न्यूजीलैंड, इंडिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, दे वन देयर फर्स्ट मैच इटसेल्फ। सो डेफिनेटली ये चीज़ बहुत बहुत बड़ी बात है। दूसरी बात अगर आप देखें तो नीदरलैंड ने साउथ अफ्रीका को हराया, अफगानिस्तान ने इंग्लैंड पाकिस्तान को हराया। सो इसमें आई मीन ये इसमें कोई भी डाउट नहीं है दैट irrespective ऑफ वेदर वी आर गेटिंग क्लोज रिजल्ट्स और नॉट, लेकिन मैचेस में टीम्स आर इवनली मैच्ड। ठीक है, नीदरलैंड उसके बाद से वो स्पेशल लास्ट मैच में जैसे उनकी आई मीन दे लॉस्ट अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इट्स ओके। आई मीन कंसिडरिंग नीदरलैंड एंड देयर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर विच दे हैव इन देयर कंट्री, नो वन एक्सपेक्ट देम टू बी कंसिस्टेंट। बट जैसे अफगानिस्तान खेल रही है, सो definitely it creates that, that interest in the game, टूर्नामेंट एक्टिव रहता है, मैचेस वन साइडेड नहीं हो रहे हैं। और आई मीन टॉप से टॉप टीम्स भी on any given day they can lose. We saw South Africa losing to Netherlands, we saw Australia losing to India, and South Africa, England though are currently in a very bad position. So it ensures that there's a parity. तो इससे पहले हम डिस्कस करें, आई मीन व्हाट आर द चांसेस, लेट्स look at पॉइंट्स टेबल। सो इफ यू लुक एट पॉइंट टेबल, टॉप पे है इंडिया, दे हैव वन 5 मैचेस एंड दे हैव सॉरी दे प्लेड 5 मैचेस और पांचों मैच वो जीते हैं। सेकंड अप पे है साउथ अफ्रीका, दे वन 4 मैचेस आउट ऑफ 5, जस्ट लाइक न्यूजीलैंड, बट इनकी नेट रन रेट बहुत अमेजिंग है, इनफैक्ट बेस्ट इन द ग्रुप. सो ये सेकंड पे है. थर्ड पे है न्यूजीलैंड, जिसने 5 मैच में से 4 मैच जीते हैं. फोर्थ पे है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, जो पहले 2 मैच हारने के बाद अपने नेक्स्ट 3 मैचेस जीत के दे आर 4. सो आउट ऑफ 5 दे हैव won 3 एंड लॉस्ट 2. Fifth पे है we have Sri Lanka. They have also turned around their performance after losing first 3 matches. They won 2 back-to-back matches, and now they are sitting at number 5. At 6 we have Pakistan, who have just opposite of how Australia performed in this tournament, which means पहले 2 मैच पाकिस्तान जीती but next 3 वो हार गई. फिर है अफगानिस्तान, जो बहुत अमेजिंग खेल रही है. They have defeated 2 strong teams. They will regret their loss against Bangladesh. अगर वो नहीं होता तो they would have been in a better position. So इन्होंने 5 में से सिर्फ 2 मैच जीते हैं. They are 7th. 8th पे we have Bangladesh. They have won only 1 match. And on 9th we have England. Again they have won 1 match, and Netherlands is at the last. So ये टेबल है. अब हम हर एक टीम को इंडिविजुअल देखते हैं क्या उनके चांसेस हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इंडिया. सो इन माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू India have I would say 95% chance of qualifying for the semi-final. इनके 4 मैच बचे हैं, और उन 4 मैचेस में I mean अगर 2 मैच जीत गए then definitely they will qualify. अगर 2 भी जीत गए तो out of 4 एक जीते हैं, so definitely then run rate will come into the picture. So that's the reason I said that they have a very good chance to qualify for the semi-final. The 4 matches which they have to play, or which are remaining. So is Sunday ko they will play against England, then they have a match against Sri Lanka, then South Africa, and last match is against Netherlands. So काफ़ी the way they are playing currently India, don't be surprised अगर वो चारों के चारों जीत जाए, नहीं तो 3 तो बड़े आराम से जीत सकते हैं. बाकी you never know. 5% चांस जैसे लोग सोचेंगे कि इतने के बावजूद भी why only 95%. The reason is again it's a cricket. There are a lot of things which can happen, and the only way India could not qualify is if they are not able to win any of the remaining 4 matches, which is of course very rare. Such things never happen, especially with India in World Cup. Second पे है South Africa. They have an advantage of having very good current run rate. They have 4 matches remaining, और उसमें से of course if we go with the calculation, so 2 मैच अगर 3 जीते हैं, so definitely sure shot they will be qualifying. If they win 2, then even in those 2 matches will ensure that they are qualifying, because they have a superior run rates. Until unless they are not losing 2 other matches very badly, they will qualify. Their remaining matches are against Pakistan. कल ये पाकिस्तान के against खेलेंगे. Then they have a match against India. They have a match against New Zealand, and they have one more match. They have one more match. So in total they have 4 matches are remaining, and like I said, 2 भी जीतते हैं, so they will have a pretty smooth way to qualify. Percentage wise मैं कहूँगा कि they have around 85% chance. The reason is जो इनके 4 मैचेस बचे हैं उसमें से 3 मैच पाकिस्तान, न्यूजीलैंड और इंडिया के अगेंस्ट है, जो कि I mean these 3 teams are pretty strong, or it will not be that easy. Of course they have 1 match against Afghanistan as well, so अगर वो अफगानिस्तान वाले मैच जीत जाएं तब भी 3 मैचेस में से ये तीनों टीम, I mean India is almost India have qualified, but New Zealand, Pakistan and South Africa, they are currently sailing in the same boat. थोड़ा बहुत पाकिस्तान थोड़ा पीछे है, so definitely South Africa is going to face a lot of these matches are going to be very close. Their match against Pakistan, their match against New Zealand is definitely going to be very close. Or India, the way India is playing, it is not going to be easy for South Africa to defeat India in India. Okay. They have some weaknesses as well. South Africa, जो सबसे बड़ी weakness है वो ये है कि अब तक they have not won any match while chasing in this tournament. एक ही मैच में चेज किया नीदरलैंड के अगेंस्ट, they lost. Second thing, they are unable to stop giving runs to tailenders. हर मैच में whether you talk about Netherlands, they scored a lot of runs. Their tailenders scored a lot of runs, which became instrumental against England. Although they lost, but they scored around 70 or 80 odd runs on 32-34 balls. Last match, maybe same thing happened against Bangladesh. We saw they were struggling at 122 for 7, but tailenders खींच के ले गए around 200-222. So ये चीज़ South Africa को they have to work. Again, they have a very good chance to qualify, but these points they have to work upon. Third, talking about New Zealand, again, they have 4 matches remaining, and if they win 3 out of them, definitely they will qualify. If they win 2, definitely they have to win it by big margin to be on safer side. Because अगर सिर्फ total 6 matches अगर जीतते हैं out of 9, so there will be 3 or 4 teams which will be in the same position. So उसमें इनको अपने run rate they have to work upon. For New Zealand, I would say their probability is 80% to qualify for the semi-finals. The reason is, again, they have some big matches coming up, some matches against strong teams. So they have a match against South Africa, they have a match against Australia, they have a match against Pakistan as well, and I believe they have one more match. I believe that is against Netherlands. So एक easy match है इनका, but there are 3 tough matches they have. In fact, just like South Africa, their match against Australia and their match against Pakistan are going to be very very tough, because ये teams they are, and especially and also against South Africa, because these 3 teams are eyeing the same final position. तो इनके तीनों मैच बहुत टफ, से एक easy मैच है, 3 मैचेस बहुत टफ होने वाले हैं, and they have to play their best cricket if they want to qualify. Don't be surprised, as हमने बहुत बार देखा है, we have saw in IPL that teams sitting at a very strong position, in the end they fail to qualify, like it happens with RCB couple of times. We saw Delhi slipping up. So ऐसा हो सकता है. New Zealand have to be guarded. Their matches are again some of the strong teams, and they have to play their best cricket to win those matches. Fourth, we have Australia. So out of 5 matches, अब तक सिर्फ 3 जीते हैं, और जो remaining 4 matches हैं, if they win all 4, definitely they will qualify, no doubt about it. If they have if they win 7 matches of 9 out of 9, they will qualify. अगर 4 matches में if they only win 3, then definitely those run rate वाली बात आएगी वहाँ भी, net run rate क्या है क्या नहीं है. By any chance, if they only win 2, then definitely it will be very difficult, unless other teams also suffer the same fate. Talking about their remaining matches, they have a match against South Africa, they have a match against New Zealand, they have a match against England, and they have one more match, I believe, that's against Afghanistan. So in 4 matches में definitely अगर हम इन 4 matches की बात करें, so 3 matches इनके बहुत tough होने वाले हैं. Although I mean 2 matches are definitely going to be very tough. अगर हम अफगानिस्तान वाले मैच ना माने, और इंग्लैंड the way they are playing currently, अगर हम ये सोचे that I mean they are not going to perform that strong. So still their 2 matches are going to be very tough. Their match against New Zealand and their match against New Zealand and their match is sorry is really very, going to be very tough, क्योंकि वो teams भी they are eyeing, they are trying to qualify, uh, लेकिन definitely against England as well. England, they have almost zero hope to qualify, और ऐसे में they can definitely play spoilers, they can spoil chances of other team. So ये चीज़ ऑस्ट्रेलिया को ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. वी ऑल्सो नो दैट देयर आर लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज विद ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम राइट नाउ. I mean, if not for David Warner's form, they would have struggled to win even these three matches, especially two matches. It was David Warner's batting as well as some good bowling by Adam Zampa. So they have to be guarded. They have to they have to play their best cricket, um, to qualify. The next team, surprisingly, against Sri Lanka, again fifth पे Sri Lanka है. Yeah, Australia. If we talk about their chances, I would say that they have a good chance, around 70%. They have chance to qualify for the semi-finals. Then we have Sri Lanka, जो पहले तीन matches में they could not win, and then they won two matches against England and Netherlands. So इनके चार मैचेस बचे हैं, and definitely they have to win all the four matches and then pray to have other results, other teams are losing, so that they can automatically qualify. uh, else definitely that run rate will come into the picture, which can really create a lot of confusion. Talking about their matches which are left, so they have one match left against India. That is definitely going to be very crucial for them. They have one match against Afghanistan. That is, of course, because it is in these conditions, it will not be that tough. Uh, uh, but again, we know how Afghanistan is playing. They have one match against Bangladesh, and they have one more match. So I mean, they have to win all the four matches. There is not there is no there is no other solution. अगर चार में से तीन मैच भी जीते हैं, so it will become a very difficult for them. Uh, I would say that they have around a 40% chance to qualify, and the reason why I'm giving only 40% chance is because there a couple of matches which are remaining, they are against very strong teams. So इनका एक match इंडिया के against है, एक न्यूजीलैंड के against है. So definitely Sri Lanka have the team, they can defeat both these teams, but they have to work on a lot of things. Again, Bangladesh and Afghanistan matches easy होंगे, but ये कहना कि Sri Lanka is definitely going to win is not going to happen. So yeah, it will be around 40% chance. Next we have Pakistan. There are a lot of hue and cry on social media. Pakistani fans are not happy with the performance, or the होना भी चाहिए, because Pakistan won first two matches and they were looking very comfortable, but because they lost next three matches, so they are in spot of bother. I would say that they have a 30% chance of qualifying for the finals. Sorry, for the semi-finals. 30%, and the reason is that there are four matches which are remaining. There's one against South Africa, जिसके against वो कल खेलेंगे. Then they have a match against New Zealand. They have a match against England, and they will have one more match. So definitely, yeah, against Bangladesh. So definitely they have to win all the four matches. There is no other solution. अगर चार में से तीन मैच भी जीते हैं तो it will become difficult. और चार मैच जीतने के बाद भी अगर चारों जीतते हैं, so they have to rely a lot on the net run rate. Why it is a bit difficult, because जो इनके remaining matches हैं against South Africa, against New Zealand, against England, against Bangladesh. So again, New Zealand or South Africa, they are also eyeing a position in semi-finals. So वो दोनों मैच तो बहुत टफ होने वाले हैं पाकिस्तान के. Apart from that, against against other teams as well, अगर हम not Bangladesh, my bad, Bangladesh के साथ no, Pakistan has yet to play against Bangladesh. So the match against Bangladesh and England, definitely they are a bit easier, but England, as we know, as I said in the last analysis as well, because they have lost all their matches and they have a very less probability of qualifying. So definitely they can play spoil sport, and they can mess up chances of other teams. So not to forget कि पाकिस्तान के रन रेट भी नेट रन रेट भी बहुत डाउन है, so they have to work on that as well. Seventh, we have Afghanistan. Afghanistan, they have won 2 matches, which is again a great achievement for them, but they have a very less chance to qualify. I would say maybe 15% chance. The reason is they have a very bad run rate to begin with. Second thing, they have some strong matches, some matches which are going to be very, very crucial and going to be very tough. For example, they have a match against Sri Lanka. They have a match against they have a match against Sri Lanka. They have one match against Netherlands, which definitely they will win. They will have a match against Bangladesh, and there's one more match which they're going to play, I believe, against Australia. So definitely they have no other option but to win all the 4 matches, and that too with a good run rate, जो बहुत tough है, especially against teams like Australia, against Sri Lanka. इतना आसान नहीं होने वाला है. ठीक है, वो बांग्लादेश नीदरलैंड के अगेंस्ट शायद जीत जाए, लेकिन सॉरी बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट तो वो हार चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. सो बट दीज मैचेस आर डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बी वेरी टफ फॉर देम. they have one match against South Africa as well. So defeating teams like South Africa, New Zealand, Sri Lanka is not going to be easy for them. So that's the reason they have a very less chance. The bottom 3 teams, England, Netherlands, as well as Bangladesh, they have almost 0%, I would say 2%, 1% chance to qualify. The reason is they have only won 1 matches, which means अगर वो बाकी 4 मैच जीत भी जाए, still they will be on 10 points. And definitely, as we saw, most of the teams, there will be teams which will win more than 5 matches. But yes, you never know. Cricket is a game of uncertainty, and there can be a scenario where 3 or 4 teams ends up at winning only 5 matches. So वहाँ शायद रन रेट की बात आ जाए. So उसके लिए ये है कि इन तीनों टीम्स को अपने जो बाकी 4 मैचेस बचे हैं, they have to win, and they have to ensure they are winning those matches with a very good net run rate, which is not going to be easy. So that's the reason I said that there's only 1% chance. Again, this analysis is on the mid session analysis, और अभी 4 matches हर एक टीम के होने हैं. So things can change, but definitely the way teams are playing right now, in my point of view, the 4 teams which are going to be in semi-final will be India, New Zealand, South Africa, and Australia. Sri Lanka and Pakistan, they have an outside chance, but definitely they have to pull up their socks. They have to win all their matches. But yes, currently these 4 teams are looking very comfortable to qualify. So that's all from me for today's analysis. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know what do you think about my analysis. आपको क्या लगता है? कुछ आप अगर कुछ पॉइंट्स ऐसे हैं जो आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं या आप अपना फीडबैक देना चाहते हैं, प्लीज़ शेयर इट विद मी. थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड यू हैव अ ग्रेट डे. बाय, टेक केयर.